evening and welcome to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for tonight's main event. 12 rounds. Round 1 of 12. The Brown Bomber's turning into a star in this sport. Why? Because he has power, the one thing that people want to see. What should we expect to see of that power early on?
Well, whether or not he's fighting a tricky guy tonight, can he come up with a device, a way to take that power and get it to the target?
Now hugging on the inside.
Come on, get funky.
One of the fastest punches in the game. You see how he just turns over that hook. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. The Brown Bomber's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Nice block by Raging Bull. Commits to the straight right. The Brown Bomber's defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. And now he scores with that left to the body. This round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body. Because now you're going to hit him a little in the body, because the body's not moving.
Wow, is he defensively sound. Raging Bull's left, landing well. Blocks that punch. Halfway through round number 2. The Brown Bombers missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. That was a fine block by Raging Bull. Raging Bull's doing a really good job of being defensively sound, of being patient, and waiting for that golden opportunity for some offense to come in the mix.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting for a mistake to be made. You know, he wants a lead out of his opponent right now so he can make a miss and bang, come right back with that hook.
Final 10 seconds. This round comes to an end. And Teddy, easy to note here that he wasn't landing a lot of punches. Now he was throwing them up, but he wasn't landing a lot. Is that because of his opponent's defense, or is he just not that accurate of a puncher?
No, it's a combination. First of all, his opponent's pretty slick in there, pretty good at bobbing, weaving a little bit, slipping a little bit, making himself a difficult target, but his punch is a little wide. Needs to shorten them up.
Pace yourself.
To the head he goes with a left hand.
There you
That's
go.
a fierce jab by Raging Bull.
Pace yourself.
Good right hand.
In the jab. Good, good.
Halfway through this round here. Now he ties up there. Scores well to the head with the right hand. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. They understood what they had in front of him. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the air out of the tires, and later on, he'll be in front of you.
Scores up top with a left.
Nice.
Raging Bull's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand.
Unload.
Last 10 seconds of round number 3.
Throw punch. Don't walk.
His opponent may regret the way he has started this fight tonight, finding himself already in a hole on Teddy's scorecard, down 3 rounds. See him trying to cut down that tree with a well-placed right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Keep moving. Punch.
Scored well up top. Halfway through round number 4. Solid hook upstairs. Raging Bull's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that? A credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Left, right, left. Keep your head moving.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand.
More pressure.
And clicks of the talk. Raging Bulls now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he's doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I notice is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
Down. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Raging Bull's making this like artwork here. I mean, his defense is just a masterpiece.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be, actually. You know, the sweet science. It's not supposed to be about going in there and eating punches. It's supposed to be about going in there avoiding punches. You know, finding a way to hit your opponent without him hitting you. He understands that.
great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by the Brown Bomber. Raging Bull's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Raging Bull's doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jab. Joe and Teddy with you here in between rounds. A round in which, boy, he really just dominated his opponent. Teddy, he's got to think things could be coming to a sensational ending for him when he gets off the stool here.
Well, he's showing that to you right now. I'm looking at him right now, and he's starting to get up. There's a couple seconds left. There's probably 5 seconds left before he has to get up, and he's getting up early. That shows you right what you're talking about. He's chomping at the bit. He's confident.
There you go.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities because he got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Straight right was lined up, but he missed. Halfway through round 6.
Come on, kid, focus.
Well placed, straight right hand.
Keep working the body.
The Brown Bomber's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab.
Uppercut.
That's an impactful right hand by Raging Bull.
You're doing great.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. And that's the end of round 6. Raging Bull's in dominating form here tonight. He's doing everything he wanted to do, and he's ahead on our scorecards ringside.
Yeah, but don't forget, he's in the other guy's hometown. So don't let up too soon. Don't start partying too soon. You know, still keep doing the things you were doing to get you to this place.
Overhand right can be so effective. The Brown Bomber's throwing a lot of punches, but he's also creating a lot of room for his opponent.
Yeah, he is, and he's also walking straight in. His opponent was a little bit mobile. He's going to be able to step to the side as he walks in and get a clean shot.
Teddy, you gotta like this because he's using that jab the way you like him to.
Especially when you're being aggressive. You walk in, you want to walk in where the guy can't see you coming. That jab blinds your opponent.
At the halfway point of round 7.
You're not focusing.
Comes right back with some offense of his own.
Watch the hook.
Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. The Brown Bomber's left now getting into the mix.
Focus, relax.
Fires right back at him.
More punches.
Ten seconds to go in the 7th. Good flush shot upstairs.
Almost done.
Teddy's scorecard through 7 rounds. He's got a commanding lead right now, and he's just been the more effective guy, Teddy. I love what he's doing. He's picking his spots, and when he does throw punches, they are purposeful.
Yeah, they are. He's making everything count. As you said, he's got a reason for everything he does in there, and that's because he's calm. See, that's a talent, too. We always look at the other talents that are easier to wrap our minds around, you know, power, speed, but what about being calm, where you can see things, you can control things? This guy's a calm son of a gun.
A headshot blocked.
Pace yourself.
Raging Bulls jacked up by an uppercut. The Brown Bombers using a lot of energy just by throwing so many punches, but he's not getting much out of all this effort at all.
No, he's working much too hard. That's a good point there. He's working really too hard for what he's getting done. He has to now start to educate himself, start to, you know, place those punches in the right spots.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Good-looking jab there. You see him holding on, targeting that belt line with the right hand. Raging Bull's proving to be elusive. Takes a step back, then the counterpunch by Raging Bull.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. Well, that's yet another round that he won. And Teddy, he's in great shape. What were you hearing out of his training camp as to how he got so conditioned?
Well, we were hearing that he was doing his road work, wearing knapsacks with 20 pounds of sand in them, running uphill. I mean, that's one of them. Also, instead of taking minute rests in sparring, he was taking 20-second, 30-second rest. It's showing right now.
Pace yourself.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. The Brown Bombers leaving himself wide open there. You just can't do that.
Well, you can do it, but you're going to get paid. You're going to eat some leather. You're going to get punched in the mouth. That's going to happen.
90 seconds into the 9th round. And just grabbing onto his opponent. The Brown Bombers on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. Targeting a left hand down low. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by the Brown Bombers.
Come on, get funky.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Raging Bull's corner is like a party over there. Everybody's slapping each other on the back and having a good time. They're positive now, but they still got to be careful. Yes, they're up on the scorecards, but still some fight left here. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
You got this one. You got this one.
A good block. Raging Bulls in a... Oh, and there you go. Oh, that got him. That wrecked him right there. He's down for the first time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down he goes. Now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
He has his target. He lands a straight right. And we've reached the halfway point of round 10. The Brown Bombers' knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. A little head hunting with the right. It's hard to believe that he can win this fight on the scorecard. That means it's do or die at this point. You got to go for broke.
Yeah, that means that you got to come up with that Hail Mary pass. Now, when you come up with that Hail Mary pass, you don't just chuck the ball. You have to have a receiver down there. You have to make sure that he's running.
He returned fire right there, and it worked. After being rocked, now he gets his man.
At this point, it's not about the skills and the abilities of these two fighters. It's about the dreams of them, and one of them is being eliminated.
Counting down towards the end of the 10th round. 10 seconds to go. And that does it for this round.
He's tired. He's got it.
Raging Bull's enjoying a comfortable lead on Teddy's scorecard as we start round number 11. Teddy, you've been in this position many times in your career.
Yeah, what you want to do is you tell the guy, the obvious is, don't make mistakes. But go out there, keep doing what you're doing. One of the mistakes could be stop doing what you're doing. Don't just stop offense because you're worried about defense. Keep throwing the punches, but make sure that you're alert and make sure that defensively you're on top of yourself.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Downstairs with a right hand. The Brown Bombers dealing with the aftermath of being rocked, but yet he hasn't changed anything. He's still sticking with that style.
Well, that means panic has not set in. That's a good thing, Joe. He still believes he can get this thing done the way he came here to get it done.
90 seconds to go in this 11th round. Raging Bull's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Able to dismiss that body shot. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Raging Bull's doing exactly what we expected him to do. He laid out the game plan. I want to win it on the outside. The jab's been there all night.
Yeah, well, that's where it starts if you want to win it on the outside. You're not going to do it with your feet. This is not kickboxing. You're going to do it with your jab. And that's exactly, it's boxing 101. Control range, control distance, control the jab.
We count down the final moments of this round. Raging Bull's combination punching is working well here. Teddy, you've been on both sides of this before, but right now, it's the side where you're looking up. You're sitting back with a fighter who's coming off of a round where you just clearly say he's losing the fight. What do you say to him to get him back in it?
Well, you have to tell him the truth. You have to tell him that you need a knockout or a big, big round where you have him on the floor a couple times. That's a good start. And the only way that's going to happen is you got to start taking risks. You got to be more aggressive.
Keep moving.
Effective work with that flush overhand right. Raging Bull's doing well here with that two-punch combination.
You're not pace yourself. Keep moving.
Many times we talk about the fact that, hey, at least he's throwing punches, but that's all you can say in this case because he's not landing many of these.
No, they're being blocked or they're missing. They're definitely not landing clean, and you have to give credit to the other fighter being that good defensively.
And a power shot lands, and all of a sudden it turns the tables.
A little slow with that jab, and he got caught the right hand.
10 seconds to go in this, the final round. Teddy, who would have ever thought it? Two guys like this, brawlers, punchers, that it would go to a decision.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you thought you were going to get a fireworks display, and you wind up getting a little bit of painting.
That's a well-earned victory by Raging Bull. And it's nice to see when not only all three judges have it for him, but your scorecard agrees.
Yeah, it is. That doesn't mean I'm going to hang out with these guys or go to dinner with them afterwards, but right now I'm going to say, job well done, guys.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us, everyone.